Our top story, air raid sirens rang out in downtown Kyiv as cities across Ukraine have been hit with what Ukrainian officials said were Russian missile strikes and artillery. Ukraine says that about 7 people have already died in the early morning attack. Citizens have sought shelter at underground metro stations as authorities declared martial law in the face of what they fear is a full-scale invasion. Leila Mohammed has the latest details on that developing story.
The city of Lviv has turned into the temporary base of several Western embassies, including the United States and Britain, which evacuated their diplomats from the capital Kyiv in the days preceding Russia's attack on Ukraine. News of a Russian invasion has been hit with global condemnation. Russian troops have hit out across its borders in neighboring Ukraine, using artillery fire and land invasion along its northern and southern borders, with Ukraine forces returning fire.
Russia has carried out strikes on our military infrastructure and on our border guards and border detachments. Explosions were heard in many cities of Ukraine. We are imposing martial law in all regions of our state. A minute ago, I had a telephone conversation with President Biden. The United States has already begun preparing for international support. Whoever tries to interfere with us, and even more so to create threats to our country, our people should know that Russia's response will be immediate.
The border guards had said that Russian forces were supported by Belarus and that an attack had been launched from Crimea, the Russian-occupied peninsula region on Ukraine's southern flank. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres made a direct, impassioned plea Wednesday to Vladimir Putin to stop. Weeks of intense diplomacy at the UN and elsewhere to avert war and the imposition of Western sanctions on Russia failed to deter Putin, who had massed between 150,000 and 200,000 troops along the borders of Ukraine.
What's clear for me is that this war doesn't make any sense. It violates the principles of the Charter, and it causes, or will cause, if it doesn't stop, a level of suffering Europe has not known since at least the Balkanic crisis.
The United States has said it will present a resolution condemning Russia's aggression at the Security Council on Thursday, with a vote expected Friday. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson condemned on Thursday the horrific events in Ukraine, saying Russia's President Vladimir Putin had chosen a path of bloodshed and destruction by launching this unprovoked attack. US President Joe Biden has condemned the unprovoked and unjustified attack by Russian military forces, adding that Zelensky requested the US president to call on the leaders of the world to speak out clearly against Russian President Vladimir Putin's flagrant aggression. The Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelensky says Russia is attacking his country's military infrastructure and border guards, but urged citizens not to panic and vowed victory. Kenya has also weighed in over the matter, with its representative at the UNSC sending out a clear warning to Russia against aggression on Ukraine.